Morning students, once again welcome to editing class. Students, in the last class we have discussed on the secondary objectives of editing, where we have discussed on the detection and prevention of fraud. Now today we will discuss on the second subtype of secondary objectives of auditing, detection and prevention of fraud. So before going to study this aspect, first let me know what is fraud. Fraud is intentional or willful representation or deliberate concealment of material fact with a view to deceive, cheat, or mislead somebody. Here, as compared to the error is concerned, fraud assumes the role of intentional nature. It is committed by the accountants, cashiers, with an intention to deceive somebody. Now, what are the different types of fraud? Fraud may be classified into three types. They are misappropriation of cash or embezzlement of cash. Second one, misappropriation of goods. And the third one is manipulation of accounts. Now, first one, that is misappropriation of cash. So misappropriation of cash usually take place or it is conducted by the person who handles the cash. So usually by the cashier. Here, misappropriation of cash means the fraudulent appropriation of cash belonging to another person by whom it has been entrusted. So it take place in the following ways. So in two different category it is classified because cash transactions involves here two main transaction. One is cash receipts and another is the cash payment. So fraud usually it take place in these areas. Now the first category pertaining to the cash receipt is concerned. Here in different ways how the fraud it take place. So that category is non-disclosure of cash receipts. So not showing the say cash receipts by the cashiers. So different ways. First one is by misappropriating the receipt by not recording the same in the cash book. Second one, by entering lesser amount on the counter file and misappropriating. Third one, by not recording the receipt of sale of a casual nature, like sale of old newspapers, scrap goods, etc. Then next one is fourth one is by omitting to record cash donations received by non-profit making charitable institutions. Fifth one is by misappropriating the cash received on discounting the bills receivable and showing them as bills outstanding on hand. Sixth one, by misappropriating cash received from debtors and concealing the same by giving artificial credit to the debtors in the form of bad debts, sales return, etc. Then seventh one, by adopting the method of teaming and lading. So it is one process or method that is adopted by the cashier in misappropriating or in misappropriation of the cash is concerned. So how it works? Under this method, cash received from the first customer is misappropriated by the cashier. The money received from the second customer is credited to the account of the first customer, and the money received from the third customer is credited to the account of second customer, and the money received from the fourth customer is credited to the account of third customer, and so on. So that means this process, it runs so on throughout the year. So misappropriation goes on taking place. Then eighth one is by treating the cash sales as credit sales. So these are the important ways of misappropriation pertaining to the cash receipt is concerned. Now pertaining to the cash payment. So what are the different ways of misappropriation? That is inflating the payments, showing artificial, say, inflated payments. Here, the first one is recording false cash purchases and pocketing the amount. Second one is inflating the cash purchases and pocketing the money. Next one is third one, recording payments to fictitious creditors for purchases and pocketing the money. Fourth one is recording the payment to creditors at a figure higher than the actual amount and pocketing the difference. Fifth one is recording the payments to dummy workers and pocketing the money. And sixth one is by showing credit purchases as cash purchases and misappropriating the amount. Then next one is seventh one, recording personal expenses as business expense. So these are the different ways pertaining to the misappropriation pertaining to the cash payment is concerned. Now we'll come to the second one is, already I have told you, so three different ways are there. One is misappropriation of cash, then second one is misappropriation of goods, then third one is manipulation of account. So now we have studied that is pertaining to the cash is concerned. Now the second category, misappropriation of goods. Fraud may take place in respect of goods. Such fraud of goods is common, particularly when the goods are of small but are of high value. Here the size of the goods is small in nature, but its value is high. So I can give you here the example pertaining to the jewelry is concerned. Okay. Here jewelry items are small in size, but it carries more value or high value. And usually such type of fraud it take place in the shops like jewelry. Now, what are the different ways of misappropriation of goods is concerned? One is recording sales of larger quantities than actually supplied and misappropriating the balance quantity. Then next one is misappropriation of goods by recording purchases of larger quantity, getting delivery of lesser quantities, and receiving the balance quantity privately. And the third one is that is by actual theft. Say misappropriation of goods may take place. So with another category that is manipulation of accounts. I will come back once again in the next class. Thank you.